Hello again, I'm Robert Fithen, and occasionally I will review Beach Boys albums on my channel for one reason or another. Sometimes I just pick up Beach Boys albums at a cheap price and throw them on and want to talk about them. I'll be doing that about the classic Genius MU album that I picked up a while back, but that's in a future video. The video today, I want to do a deep analysis of the Beach Boys, because when I'm talking about these Beach Boys albums, sometimes in the comments section people will say, you know what, you just don't get it when it comes to the Beach Boys. You just don't get it. You don't get the Beach Boys. So I'm going to try to get it, because I really want to understand this genius. So today I thought I'd do a deep analysis, not of an overview of all of the Beach Boys albums. My little brain can't handle something like that, surely. So I'm going to just pick one big song from the Beach Boys and do some granular song analysis of it. I certainly don't want to do some big overview. I think the genius of the Beach Boys deserves much more than that. So I am picking out one of their huge songs here, and I am going to attempt to try to understand the Beach Boys. Now let me see if I can figure this out. Now the particular song that I'm talking about starts off with a nice guitar and drum and bass melody, the typical instruments of a 60s good time rock and roll song. And that's important here because this song is all about good times. Now the Beach Boys in this particular song are not trying to contrast the lyrics with the music. They're trying to match the lyrics with the music. The tone is the same. It all blends together magically. And that's one of the great things about the Beach Boys is while they're able to take like upbeat lyrics and put it to upbeat music. Mind blown. The very first word of this particular song gives you an idea of the importance of the lyrics and what exactly you're in for. The song starts off with the word well. Now, I'm not talking about the adjective well, like I don't feel well, or the adverb well, such as he plays guitar really well, or the noun well, such as go get some water from the well. No, this particular well is more like the exclamation well, but they're not necessarily yelling it. It's not that kind of exclamation. It's the kind of thing that begins a sentence to let you know that this is not some quick anecdote. This is going to be a story. This is going to be something to sink your teeth into, to really wrap your mind around. When someone starts a sentence with, well, they're going to give you a longer explanation, a longer detailed scenario. And that's exactly what's happening here. Well, she got her daddy's car and went cruising through the hamburger stand now. So already the very first line of the song is setting up all kinds of imagery, all kinds of action. It's letting you know that there's a lot of things that are going to be happening at this song, and it grabs your attention right away. Well, she got her daddy's car and went cruising through the hamburger stand now. Now, a hamburger stand, when most people think of that, the image of that will conjure nostalgia for the 60s. The Beach Boys, however, particularly the people who wrote this song, Brian Wilson and Mike Love, were genius enough to foreshadow this, to foresee this, and know that the hamburger stand would eventually become an iconic image of 60s pop culture, but they're writing about it in the 60s as it's happening. Extremely vital, hand on the pulse of exactly what's going on. Genius. She got her daddy's car, went cruising through the hamburger stand now. So you've got this, there's a girl involved. She's probably going to be the main subject of this song because she's the very first person announced. She's the second word of the lyrics. Well, she got her daddy's car. You've got a girl, you've got a car, you've got food, you've got the basic necessities of teenage life right there in the very first line of the song. She went cruising through the hamburger stand now. Now is going to become more important. I'll get to that in a bit. Let's check out the second line of the song. Seems she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. So she has told her father, here referred to as her old man, that she was going to the library. this didn't happen. She has deceived her father, and she's actually going cruising through the hamburger stand. Now, the father is referred to as the old man in this song, in this lyric. And that's important because that gives you an indication of just how she feels about her father at this point. She's not referring to him as her father. It's not referring to him as her dad or daddy, pops. It's her old man. Kind of that 60s thing, my old man, he's bothering me. He's telling me I gotta go to the library, but I wanna go cruising through the hamburger stand. I want to have, and I'll reveal the title of the song here, fun, fun, fun. Now, some people can have fun in the library. I had fun in the library. I mean, I thought the library was actually kind of fun sometimes. But I digress. This is the 60s, and these are teenagers. And so they're not having fun at a library. They're going to have fun at the hamburger stand. So she has got her daddy's car, went cruising through the hamburger stand. He's daddy here. Now he's the old man. She told the old... See how daddy and car go together? Because daddy is more fun because he's got a car. Old man, though, wants her to go to the library. See how clever they are? We're only 2 lines into this song, and it's already mind-blowing, the little intricacies of these lyrics. And when you really dive into them, the genius starts coming out here. So she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. Again with the now. Not rhyming now and now, not doing a cheap thing like that, but rhyming stand with man, and now is just the suffix of that. With the radio blasting, goes cruising just as fast as she can now. So the radio is blasting. So again, more than just a visual, more than just the action, more than just something you can possibly relate to, now we've got a sound. So they're filling you up with this atmosphere of feel. You know, you can hear it. You can see it, you can imagine it, you can relate to it, and we're only 3 lines into the song. And the hamburger stand, you can literally taste it. So all of these different senses are pouring out of this song, really drawing you into it. So the radio's blasting, she's going cruising just as fast as she can now. Again with the now, ending the line. Stan, man, can are the rhyming words, but now is thrown on the end of each line. Now, giving you that sense of urgency. This is all happening now. Radio's blasting as fast as she can. Now, now, now. This is a very urgent feeling song. You can just sense the excitement in these lyrics. And of course, as I mentioned, the music, very, very up-tempo, very much complimenting all of this action. She'll have fun, fun, fun. She's not just going to have a little fun. She's not going to have a little jolliness. It's not going to be frivolity. She's going to not just have fun, but fun, fun, fun. Now, now, now. Are you picking up on this just urgent energy that's just pouring out of these lyrics? She'll have fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away. Again, not her old man, her daddy, because daddy goes with the fun of the car. Old man goes with the boredom of the library. So she's going to have fun, fun, fun until her daddy takes the T-bird away. So here you have even more of a sense of urgency. Time is running out. She's got to have fun now, now, now. Because eventually, and probably very quickly, sooner than later, this fun is going to come to an abrupt end when daddy takes the T-bird away. He is going to reappropriate this automobile, thereby putting an absolute cease to her fun. She's got to have it now, now, now. Fun, fun, fun. And the background vocals reiterate this. Yes, fun, fun, fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away. Second verse, again, beginning with the word well. This is not just some quip. This is not just some anecdote. This is a story. Well, the girls can't stand her because she walks, looks, and drives like an ace. Again, now. This is all happening now. These are 60s rock and roll songs. These are less than 2.5-minute songs. Everything is urgent. It's all happening now. The girls can't stand her. There's a jealousy there. Now, these are the Beach Boys, but they seem to understand impulses and emotions that are beyond their own experience. They're actually tapping into the mentality of the girls here. So they can see beyond their own realm. They can actually understand what's going on in other people's worlds. The girls can't stand her. The girls are jealous of her because you would assume that she is everything they wish they could be. These girls are probably not as attractive. They probably can't drive as well. They can't even walk as well as this girl. So they're very jealous of her. They hate her. Or more reason where she's got to have this fun now. Even if daddy doesn't take the T-Bird away, these evil, jealous girls might do something to stop the fun. It's got to happen now, now, now. Fun, fun, fun. The girls can't stand her because she looks, walks, and drives like an ace now. Now, this might not seem much of a line these days, but this is 1964, and this is really making a statement. Because, sure, any song can talk about the way a girl looks, how she walks. That's all very common, that's all very acceptable. The Beach Boys, being very much ahead of their time, are actually complimenting on her driving. Not just she's a competent driver, she drives good for a girl, she drives like an ace. That is a very provocative statement for 1964. If you weren't around then, I wasn't around then, but I understand that there were even car commercials, even later on into the early 70s, about how this car is designed for a woman because it drives super easy, and we all know women can't drive that well, so this car has got all these features to help them out. Women they're driving, they get confused by all the lights and the signs, they get distracted by the store sale, so this car is equipped to go and help them out. Women drivers were not thought of as being aces for sure, but the Beach Boys in 1964 were like, hey, no, women can drive like aces. These guys were way ahead of the whole feminist movement with just one line in one song. And you can tell they kind of snuck it in there. They didn't make a big, bold statement that was going to get them like looks or maybe get them banned from the radio or something. They slipped it in there. It's nonchalant. She looks like and drives like an ace now. It's very quick. You've got to catch it. That's the thing. You can't just let Beach Boys lyrics roll over you. You've got to really pay close attention. Okay, next line. They reiterate that with the backup vocals, but you notice the backup vocals don't mention the driving. The backup vocals reiterate the walking. She walks like an ace now. She walks like an ace. Again, slipping that driving like an ace just under the surface there, as to not call attention, but to give you kind of a nod like, look, we know that women and girls can drive like aces just like some of the guys can. She drives so well, she makes the Indy 500, or as they put it, 500, look like the Roman chariot race now. Now, I don't really know about this line because the Roman chariot race, from what I've seen in movies like Ben-Hur, is actually pretty exciting. So I'm not really sure what they mean here. But I think what they mean is the Roman chariot race is not as fast as the Indy 500, or again, 500, and she drives more in the fashion of a race car driver than someone would have driven a horse-driven thing, a century ago. So I think that's what they mean by that. But again, Roman chariot races were kind of fast. The guys try to catch her, but she leads them on a wild goose chase now. Again, with the fact that women are not only competent drivers, not only can they drive like an ace, but this one drives even faster than the guys. They can't catch her. She just leads them on this wild goose chase, which is kind of a misnomer because a wild goose chase means that you've been sent to search for something that doesn't exist. So they really, I don't think are using that correctly. But then again, Who am I? I'm merely Robert Fithen, YouTube dumbass. I'm certainly not Brian Wilson or Mike Love. And so this line probably, I'm probably not yet at that level. I'm trying to get there, but I'm not quite at that level where I can kind of grasp what they mean here, because I could be wrong about the wild goose chase. Maybe I'll have to do some more research on that. And she'll have, again, fun, fun, fun until her daddy takes the T-bird away, reminding you of the urgency. She's got to have that fun, fun, fun now, 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 because at one point, probably very soon, it's all going to end. Now they take a break from singing. The music comes front and center now, complete with a fun keyboard solo. Now this gives the listener an opportunity to imagine their own kind of fun. Maybe their idea of fun isn't necessarily driving around fast with the radio blasting through a hamburger stand. Maybe they have fun doing other things like stamp collecting or walking on the beach or learning how to surf after you've already sung songs about it. Maybe that's their idea of fun. Now you can imagine that. Maybe being on a roller coaster or something like that. You're imagining your own kind of fun, and they offer you this opportunity in this musical break to do that. Or perhaps what they're really doing is offering you an opportunity to sort of think about the lyrics you just heard and pick out those little subtleties. Wait a minute. This girl drives like an ace and drives faster and the boys can't even catch her? Huh. Wow, it's 1964. Maybe female drivers can drive just as well or better than the boys, huh? But don't think about it too long. The musical break isn't that long and we are back to the lyrics. Remember, this is all happening in the incredible urgent span of 2 minutes and like 16 seconds. Okay, we're back. Well, there's that word again. Well, you knew all along, as did the listener, that your dad was getting wise to you now. Here it is. We all knew this was coming. The third act. Just like any great play, any great movie, any great piece of literature, it's that third act where you knew it was coming, it was ominous, it was predicted. Here it is. Your dad is getting wise to you. Can you feel the urgency? The fun is just about to end. Here it is. The background singers, not just repeating a line from the singer, now coming up with their own words. You shouldn't have lied now. You shouldn't have lied. Can you feel the tension building? You know something's going to happen here. Is the dad going to take the car away? Sure enough. And since he took your set of keys, you've been thinking that your fun is all through now. Now here's where we don't even get in present time any of this happening. The Beach Boys are challenging their listeners. They're saying, we're going to assume you already knew the whole time that this was going to happen. So we're singing about this now in past tense. It's already happened. It happened during the music break. While you were thinking about your own fun, this girl's fun was ending. That is some genius song arrangement construction right there. You're thinking about your fun, you're bopping along to a keyboard. Meanwhile, dad is taking away the keys, and by the time the vocals come back in, all of this has already happened. Since he took your set of keys, you've been thinking that your fun is all through now. They're still using the word now at the end of the line. It's as if there's still some urgency. There's still some reason why somehow it's still important that all of this is now. And again, the background singers reiterate, you shouldn't have lied now. You shouldn't have lied. Here comes the happy ending though. They turn it around. You think the song is going to end on this moral story about how you shouldn't lie to your father. Now you're going to get punished. The fun is all over. But you can come along with me because we've got a lot of things to do now. Well, what are we going to do now? Well, again, it's 1964, so they're going to leave this up to your imagination exactly what's going to happen now. Most likely, these are teenagers, it's a boy and a girl, it's probably going to be something coital, especially since it's Mike Love and Brian Wilson writing this. Now, we don't know who wrote what, but I'm assuming since this girl is old enough to drive, it's probably Mike Love who wrote this part. Because generally, from what I hear, Brian Wilson is usually singing songs about very young childlike girls that he's going and doing things with in later albums. So I'm assuming it's Mike Love, because this girl, again, old enough to drive. We'll have fun, fun, fun now that Daddy took the T-Bird away. So, the T-Bird's gone, but plot twist, the fun, fun, fun continues. Even the background singers have caught on to this. Fun, 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 now that Daddy took the T-Bird away. And they reiterate this. We'll have fun, 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 now that Daddy took the T-Bird away. Again, leaving you to imagine what kind of fun they're having. They can't exactly spell it out for you, so they just sing, ooh, ooh, ooh. I think we all know what that means. So there you have it. An absolute granular deep dive into the lyrics of just one of the many genius songs by the Beach Boys. So, I don't know. I seem to think that I understand and get the Beach Boys. Maybe I have that whole song wrong. Maybe it's about baking a cake or something and I just don't get it. Maybe it's about riding a horse. Maybe it's about building a stereo system and I just don't understand. So if that song is about something completely different and I genuinely just don't get it, please leave me in the comments what that song is actually all about. Myself though, I think I get the Beach Boys. I just don't particularly care for a lot of their music. I'm Robert Fithen. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon.